The reason
Okay.
I didn't pick this, I didn't pick any three players. Maybe you can pick three players to stay in the league, and hopefully they go to other teams. My team don't need no player for relegation candidates. First
Okay.
of all, we're trying to improve our team. We need to be going like abroad or going to teams like Brighton, which I hope we do.
Oh,
I'm not trying to get no one from
ah,
Southampton. If Everton gets relegated, I hope Pope stays. Not Pope. What's his name?
Pickford.
Pickford. I hope he stays in the
Pickford.
league. We also don't need him. If West Ham gets relegated, we're definitely getting Rice. But I'm not even expecting now. I predicted Leeds, Leicester, and Southampton. And out of all those 22 times three players, I'm not interested in none of them. Even the players we were linked to before, Tillemans, no. I want Caicedo and I want Rice. I don't want
Right.
those people. So that's why I didn't. I looked at them. I was like, hell no, I don't want them. I hope some of them stay in the
mm,
league, but I personally do not want them for Arsenal.
Okay. Fair point.
okay.
Fair point. I think it's classic candidates, right? It doesn't have to go anybody that's in the battle, but yeah, fair point. Fair point.
Okay. So
Uh,
then you have my players, right? Rice,
okay,
only one.
that's right. Okay. And you can generalize if there are other teams from lower level, maybe say lower teams, not less necessarily.
Lord.
Doucouré is another one from Everton that I think should stay in the league. Now,
Okay.
do I want him? Maybe. I mean, we're going to lose. I want Jorginho gone. I also want Partey to be phased out. So maybe we need someone like him. So maybe him too.
Okay. Correct. Okay.
Mm.
Decent player. Decent. Ehis, you
Okay.
have a pick.
I would say from Everton, I would say Enana for me. The guy, he can fight, like he's a fighter from Everton. For Leeds, nobody. For Southampton, I would have said if it was like 3 or 4 seasons ago, WordPress. Yeah, it's one player that I like so much. He can get you goals from free kick when it's difficult. You need players to like just who can get goals for you for free kick. But
Yeah,
the
fair.
guy is kind of old now, so but I still like him. If you ask me, I don't mind him coming to Arsenal. After all, we took Giorgio from Chelsea. So
Stop.
then, yeah. Then for West Ham, I'll say Rice.
28.
Obviously, is one
28.
good player.
What price is 28? Yeah, I guess he's
Yeah, he's
getting
still
up there.
yeah, he can still play. So he's a good player for me. I wish he could come to Arsenal, but I'm not Mikel Arteta. So which other player that I like? Casedo, yeah, Rice, like I said. So that's it, you know. Because Partey for me, he's done.
Oh wow.
He's done.
Okay, just like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Ola.
Injury prone. Injury prone. Apart from fun, Partey is injury prone.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
Yeah, he's
He's always
injury
been.
prone.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
but he's done a one heck of a job for you guys, and he's not even trolling. He's done really well this
Yeah.
season. You
Yeah.
like at
I'm
least
not scared. I'm not scared of the form, but the injury.
Well, the form. You think the form will
Yeah.
return?
Yeah. He dropped form too, but if you look it the other way, he's been injured consistently since he came.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
and I think that kind of
So
the injury
that's
takes
the
its toll
fear.
on that
Yeah.
kind of body and
Yeah.
that
It's
age.
scary.
Yeah,
It's scary when you continue to
we
get
can't hold on
injured
to
like that.
Partey.
No, Partey for me is he's a good guy. Don't he did he's a good player, but he's and I think for if you ask me for left back too, I think Arsenal need a left back, but I can't pinpoint any left back right now that I could say okay, Arsenal should go for.
Okay. Good point.
Uh-huh.
Ola.
Well, for me, I know EJ was like, "Oh, I don't want anybody from these relegated teams." Your goalkeeper, who you guys think should be you think, oh, this should be England's number one, came from a relegated team. So some of these relegated teams have very good players. I remember Andy Robertson. We got him from All City, who got relegated. And for me, I'll take Tillemans is on a free. He's out of contract. So
Oh
if
yeah.
Leicester go down, I don't know. Liverpool will be stupid not to go and take that guy. We need for us midfield is our problem.
Madison too. You
We
know,
we don't have space for Madison because Madison is a number 10 and Klopp
yeah.
does not use number 10s. Lavia in Southampton. There's this young lad in the defensive midfield, robust, strong lad. The only problem is he's inconsistent, but he's young. That's why he's inconsistent. We need that kind of player in our midfield. And then Rodrigo for Leeds. I think one of the biggest problem was when Bamford was injured and Rodrigo got injured. That really affected Leeds this season because Rodrigo was like the top scorer. He can play on the right, like yesterday was playing on the right flank. Because we need to start planning for life without Salah. Because okay, Salah is there at the moment, but we need somebody to play that side if Salah is not going to play, if he's going to be rested.
So I'm looking at from number 16 down because I think from West Ham up they're all safe. So I'm not even going to address West Ham. Nottingham Forest, honestly, I'll take Morgan Gibbs White from there. I know it's not realistic because they just got him. But I'll take him. And I will take Brennan Johnson as well. That's pretty much it from Nottingham Forest. I mean, they went and signed all the children of Israel. But
You guys want to take your Lingard back?
The side 211.
you can have it. Y'all can have just Lingard if you want him. Yeah. So yeah. And honestly, and last that Nottingham Forest, honestly, in light of what else been happening with David De Gea, and I know I don't like Dean Henderson, but shit, at this point I'll take him back. I'll take him. And Everton, I will take Onana in a heartbeat. That boy is an engine. He's an engine. And he's also a destroyer. And he can, for somebody who's that big, he can also surprisingly carry the ball pretty well. So I'll take him in a heartbeat. And I will take again from Everton goalkeeper situation. I'll take Pickford, even though he has T-Rex arms.
T-Rex arms.
Because because I won't lie to you. I know you had to convince me, but our goalkeeping situation is dire.
They're just out here doing Black Friday shopping, huh? I said 3 players.
Yeah, bro.
3 players. You want to go 3 players for 15? My God.
They're on sale. Buy one, get 3 free.
That's like that.
Buy one, get 3 free.
This is bend down select settings, so
honestly, I'll tell you guys the truth. I don't know what the hell happened. And the players there during the match or after the match, I think our captain Odegaard comes and he says he doesn't know what happened. I don't know. I think Arsenal and Brighton has been tricky for us over the years. Last year they took 4 points from us. We drew and lost to them. I think we even lost at home against them last year.
Yep.
This year, when we beat them at their house, it was very impressive. Even though it was tight, but it wasn't too tight. It was a game where we scored and then they kept trying to come back. I think it was 4-2.
Yeah.
Maybe right before the World Cup or around that time. So I did think that, hey, surely we would be able to handle Brighton at home. But then, yeah, they were ready for us. If you look at the numbers, everything, I think the only thing we had on them was maybe shots on goal. And even the shots on goal we had were very, very tame. They had the better shot, the better chances. They had like 60% possession again at home. It was just crazy. And then just like they pounced on our errors. Like if you look at all 3 goals, just you let that left back stroll into our box. Why? Trossard is there turning the ball over in the middle of the park. Why? Ramsdale can't hold on to the ball. He's carrying it back out and he's coming back in. Those kind of 3 things that happen. I'm like, damn, we couldn't even get anything going down up front. I don't remember seeing Jesus. I don't remember seeing Saka was there, but Saka there's a huge dip in form, I would say, for Saka standards anyway this season. But yeah, we were just overrun in the middle. I don't know what can we say. I saw every time I looked around, Shaka was giving the ball away. And then they took him off, which, I was like indifferent. But when you take Shaka off and you take Jorginho off and bring in grandfather Pate, who I would say I call him the cliff diver now. Like I've never seen such a sharp dive off a cliff. I would say that happened over the space of 1 game. The game before we played City, we're like, what's going on with this guy? And then after City, and then people can say it was a factor of having to like cover for Holding a little bit while Holding was in the team. Maybe he didn't have the comfort of having a more stronger presence like Saliba behind him. But still, the fact that the manager dropped him is evidence enough to know that there's been a dip in form, even if you can't see it. they have dropped him for Jorginho. So just like you look to the bench and there's no one that can come. They took out Martinelli, right? They took out, he got fouled. It's funny because the first couple of minutes of the game, how many Brighton players got? I won't even look like he had a head injury, but they stood up and kept playing. Next thing they touch Martinelli. Martinelli's ankles are broken. Now he can't play the game. Just little things. Today was a strange day. I was just watching the game. I was like, this is strange. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look right. And then they come and beat us 3-0. I think what it's done for us is like mathematically, I've been waiting for the mathematically. You guys make fun of me. You call me Malcolm J. And I just said, let's wait for maths. Let's wait for the maths to rule us out. Has the maths ruled us out yet? No. Is it going to rule us out this weekend? Of course it will. So, it's going to rule us out. Whether we do it ourselves on Saturday or City does it for us on Sunday. Either way, it's going to be mathematically done. That's why I said you can wait, Oga Kwame. Okay? You can wait. Enjoy Egypt or wherever you are. Wait till next week so we can hear. Let's just hear this week. Okay. That's all I have to say.
For me, Arsenal lost the title when they drew to Liverpool, West Ham, and Southampton. So Partey for me has been a shadow of himself since the Liverpool game. That was when we lost Partey. Like that was when he lost confidence on himself, So going into the Brighton game for me, immediately the referee blew the whistle and Brighton was ready for the point because they just lost at home to struggling Everton. So that alone for Brighton was an advantage for them to pick on Arsenal, which they did. They bullied Arsenal, if I may use the word. They bullied us right from the first minute to the last minute. So if you ask me, the only person I can pinpoint out of this match may be Saka, like 5 out of 10. But every other person for me, they were not ready for the match. I don't know what Mikel told them in the dressing room. And I can tell you what Roberto Di Zerbi told the Brighton squad. So it was two different things. If you see the reaction that Brighton came with in the second half and versus the reaction that the Arsenal players came in the second half. For me, Arsenal was they were at class.
And he just said he doesn't know what Arteta told his boys before this game. I know what he told them. That man was giving his motivational speeches in the dressing room, and he left. And he left them with, "Gotta admit, there go. Brighton, bro, listen. This man,
I think say you want to talk something.
Never. Please.
He told this man they were just out there singing choir settings, bro. Who has the last laugh now? These men were talking. These men were talking about we have bigger fish to fry. These men left the Europa League to focus on title race. These guys left the FA Cup to focus on title race, bro. They left the Carling Cup to focus on title race, but now they are focusing on heavenly race. These guys are done out here. Completely 100% done out here, bro. I told you on Easter Sunday, I told you should be very afraid. EJ was out here preaching. She was preaching big things. Yo, EJ Luther King, bro. Rosa Parks, bro. Like, this now you man are back of the bus. Back of the bus settings. Yo, it is over. You should have accepted it back then, but now you're forced to accept. You have now. Yo, Brighton shoved it down your man's throat, bro. Completely 100%.
I accepted it a long time ago. I just said it. Yeah.
She knows I'm talking about her. The person who I'm talking knows out there looking like a modern day Rosa Parks. She knows what I'm talking about. Listen, Arsenal, you man caused this on yourselves. You man caused it. This is why the season is 38 games long. If you were a sprint and not a marathon, you man would have won the December Premier League. So you can go ahead and celebrate that December Premier League, because that's all. I mean, they won trophies this season. They won December Premier League. They won Bigger Fish to Fry Cup. They won most player of the month leagues.
Best save of the month.
Manager of the month.
Longest time on top of the league.
Longest time on top of the league.
Now winning it.
Quadruple, right? Instead of winning the quadruple.